Walker.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Let's hear it for Darren Pyle, our host who did not know he was hosting. Way to go, Darren. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it. The other day I was surfing around looking at pictures online and I came across this picture of a person with freakishly long fingernails. And I'm not talking like regular long fingernails, the fake ones that the girls get put on at the salon. I'm talking the freakishly long 24-inch twisty, curly, long fucking nails like this. And I'm looking at this person and I'm thinking, what would possess you to grow your nails that long? What purpose does it serve? How do you do shit? Like, I'm thinking, how does this person brush their teeth without taking an eye out every single time? Because these nails would be like, ugh, while you're brushing your teeth. And then I think, of course, because it's me, how do they wipe their ass? They've got all these long nails. They can't get their fingers close. Do they do, like, pinch the toilet paper at the tips of their talons and reach their arm way back and try to gently wipe their asshole without ripping themselves a new one? And if their nails are that long, what if their arms aren't long enough? How do they reach that? And then I'm thinking, well, how do they masturbate? How do you rub one off when your nails are so long you're ripping scars into your thighs?
Some people are into that.
Because I have long nails, and for me, this is long enough. Any longer than this, and I cannot rub one off because it hurts. And for me, I have to masturbate once a week, twice a week, 10 times a week, whatever feels good. So if I take the time to grow my nails 24 inches, it's going to take months and years. Well, after a certain point, they're going to be too long to masturbate, and then you can't. I am not going to go 12 months without touching myself. So I still haven't figured it out. Why do these people grow their nails like this? It's just fucking crazy. And speaking of crazy, do you all know who Nicole Eaton is? No. Nicole Eaton is a Canadian senator. And a couple of weeks back, she decided to put forth the suggestion to change our national anthem from the beaver to the polar bear. And I'm thinking, what the hell? First of all, why would you change from the beaver that is a worldwide icon? When everybody hears about a beaver, they think Canada. To the polar bear, the dopey, slow animal that lives in the snow, that when you think polar bear, everyone thinks Coca-Cola. Beavers are smart. They're fucking engineers. They create structures that take into account stability, water flow, and weather. And polar bears eat fish and live in the snow. And if we change the animal from the beaver to the polar bear, what are we going to do with all those cheesy t-shirts that everybody wears? You know, the ones that say, if you're Canadian, show us your beaver. It makes sense. If you're Canadian, show us your polar bear. I don't think so. Canada is one of the coolest countries in the world because their national animal is a euphemism for vagina. What other country can say that? If we change to polar bear, what are we? Coca-Cola. It's just bullshit. Nicole Eaton, you're an ass. Okay, now speaking of asses, do we all know what a rusty trombone is? Okay, those of you that giggled know what it is. Have you done it? No, no one's done it. If you do not know what a rusty trombone is, let me explain to you. It is a sexual position, whereas the man gets his asshole licked while the partner in his love connection does the reach around and gives him a handy. So as you think about this, think about how do they pull this one off? Okay? So does the man stand there like this, and then his partner is all bent over like this doing the reach around? Or do they both go on all fours? Maybe it's easier, you get more traction, I don't know. Is it like this? Or does he just stand there and then she's behind him on her knees, licking his asshole and pulling his wang? As the potential licker in my relationship, I'm thinking, what do I get out of this? I get a tongue covered in ass hair and will knots, and he gets a handy, and how is this totally fair? Completely not. I don't need a mouthful of hair and shit. So I came up with my own version for girls. Ladies, listen, this one's for you.
Thank you.
I see you, you're listening. Okay, so next time, you tell your man you want a rusty tuba. Okay, it works the same way. He gets behind you and licks your asshole and reaches around and touches your buttons. And if he's really lucky, you whip out a pussy fart, and then if there is your tuba. Okay, here's my last one. You ever have a conversation with somebody and they say a word or a phrase and you don't know what it means, but you laugh with them anyway because they're laughing? This happened to me not too long ago. A friend of mine was telling this story about bukkake. And he laughed and I laughed and I had no idea what the fuck bukkake was, so I went home and I looked it up on Google because Google knows everything, and holy shit, do you know what bukkake is? Girls, do you know what it is? No, they don't know what it is. Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's from Japanese porn, so right away you know it's creepy. Okay, the gist of bukkake is there is a bunch of men who all jerk off and spew their jizz on the face of a willing woman who takes it like a champ. Okay? Kind of a group facial, so to speak. Now, as I'm learning about this, and I'm thinking, holy shit, that's fucking crazy, I realize there's different levels of bukkake that go grosser and grosser and grosser. But the one that had me the most intrigued is called ilkyangjo bukkake. Okay, and it is defined as when a man squirts his semen on the face of his horse while the woman of his desire rides said horse. So now I have questions. Is this woman riding the horse, clippity-clop? Or is she riding the horse? And how the hell does he get, because horses are tall, how does he get his jizz from here to here? Because unless you're like 17, I don't know anyone that can shoot for distance like that. So, does he like hang on the horse's face and just rub one off on his forehead? Or does he stand on a stool by the racetrack and as she's coming galloping by, he's hurry, fast, fast, and hope to hit it in the forehead? And why haven't we heard about this on those SPCA, public service announcements where, you know, against cruelty to animals? Can you picture it? The tragic music in the background, the slideshow with the close-up faces of these horses with the big sad brown eyes, a glint of tear. The glob of jizz right here on his forehead. Donald Sutherland doing the voiceovers. Ilkyangjo bukkake, it's happening in barns everywhere. That's all I got. Thanks for listening.